So I'll be the first in my family to attend a college and hopefully university in the future. That means a great deal to me and my family. I'll be the first in my family, of course. I hope to potentially inspire my little brother, since I really care about him. By me going to university, it will show that their hard work, paid off. All the struggle, they've gone through for me, and my little brother. I just want to show it. I want to, dedicate that to them. They mean a lot to me, and I want to make them happy.
I'm the first in my family, even from cousins or any of that, because I'm the oldest. So it's definitely scary at times to navigate college, since I had to do it on my own. My parents were supportive, but that didn't mean they knew exactly what path I was taking, so I had to ask around school, and they were just my cheerleaders basically. And now I'm finally leaving the nest, and I'm excited to meet new people, but I'm also scared and hoping they accept me. The farm worker in my family is my dad, present. He has been working a few years at the farm. He is in charge of any type of farm maintenance, which would require irrigation or simply destroying the rocks, cutting the trees. And it becomes really difficult for him at times because the weather could be against him. Some days it's really hot and he's really sweaty, but he has to maintain working under the sun. Other days it's really raining and he comes home soaked in his clothes, but it has to be late and he must remain there. My dad is someone I really admire for how hard he works and his determination. This motivates me as I was a high schooler to always doing my homework regardless of the challenges that I faced. And whenever I needed some advice, I knew that I could go to him, because even though he was barely around when he was working, he always made time for me, even if it was a small chat, which I always valued.
Pues yo trabajo en el field, pero es aguacate, piscando aguacate. Entonces, aparte de pesado, es peligroso porque son árboles muy altos. Entonces hay que cortar la fruta desde arriba. Y aparte, lo que hace peligroso mi trabajo ahorita es que hay mucha víbora de cascabel en ese tiempo de calor. Tal vez vemos como por 3 o 4 por día. Y aparte de que es pesado, ¿verdad? En el tiempo de calor, por el calor. Cuando llueve también hay que andar trabajando. Y pues sí, hay que ser constantes, no fallar todo el tiempo.
Well, so my dad's been working in Ventura County for like a long time in field work. And then he's been working all over California. He's done things like oranges, avocados, cherries. He's worked all the way in Washington doing apples. So, I've been surrounded by a lot of that stuff, and I've actually kind of gone with them sometimes just to see what it's like, and it's influenced me a lot because you really get to see how hard the labor is at times, and how hard they're actually working to provide for me and for the rest of my family. And because of that, it's kind of inspirational because it's he's doing all this, he's working really hard over here, picking every day in the sun, and it inspires me to become successful and make all his hard work pay off. I'm really thankful that my dad helped with all that stuff, and he really worked hard into getting me where I am.
My parents have been working in the agricultural fields for 30 years. They mainly do the picking of raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. They usually stay with one company, but sometimes when the seasons do get really low, my parents find it easier to look for another, they call it cuadrillas, or another place to work at, so that there's enough production there for them to get a good paycheck every week and be able to, pay the rent here. I have faced a lot of challenges when it came to having no role models or someone to look up to. Especially me being an only child, I had to look for ways to better myself. So be my own counselor, be my own motivator, be my own inspiration. And so being the child of a farm worker, I had to constantly push myself and at the same time try to keep my parents beside me, be their translator, be translating documents, medical documents, bills, or even when it came to going to the store, or I need help with this on my phone, everything goes back to me, their only child. So it has definitely been an experience that I had to grow up very fast, and I think it has been good because it has pushed me to be very independent. And as I head off to university, I think that I can do it. It's possible. And yeah, I'm very happy that I get to do this by myself. And I think that I'll be able to do so much and get back to the work my parents did for me to go ahead and pursue education. Being able to pursue biology, I use Irvine, is really going to open a lot of doors for me. I hope to get back to my family in a way that they have been providing for me all this time. For example, my father is currently at work. He has been afraid to come back home because of the ice raids. And so that's why my mother is here with me right now. My father was planning to come home, but because of the issue of immigration, my father had to stay home or stay at work. And receiving this scholarship is going to allow me to, pursue education more comfortably, so that my parents won't have to work as much to provide for me. And then I have been offered work study at my university, which I do plan to take it, considering my parents have already done so much for me. So yes, I think that if I got to achieve my goal of being a dentist, I would be not only able to open or give my family that comfortable life they have provided me, but also to my community, because I've seen that a lot of people don't have the access to this service, and for them to actually feel comfortable going to the dentist and feel like they're understood, especially when it comes to like that insurance. A lot of people decide not to even get care because they can't afford to pay it back. So me understanding that, being a child of a farm worker, like I understand what they go through because I've seen it through my parents and through my own family members who I know. So definitely achieving this goal of mine, becoming a dentist in the future, I see not only myself giving back to my family, but to my roots and to my community who have uplifted me so much so far.